because they tell you 24 hours. Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Licia, traveling with Licia, and I have Larinda Brown from Expedia Cruises with me. So thank you
Hello,
so much for
everyone.
joining. Yeah, I am going to just give a couple of minutes for if anybody want to pop in. There is an opportunity. There's a chat. You can please do put some questions in the chat. We would appreciate it. And I know Lorinda would love to answer some of your questions.
Yeah.
So let me see. I want to make sure we are in YouTube. So I'm going to check my YouTube to make sure we are on and we are live in YouTube. So give me 1 minute. How is everyone doing? Is everyone's Sunday going well?
It's going good. With this rain here in New York off and on today, it's a little gloomy, but
Yes.
I'll take it. I was in the house today. Today was a relaxation day for me, so
Okay.
I just taking it easy today. I'm preparing for the travel coming up. A lot of clients are leaving out now, so it's been
Oh,
busy. And then with issues with the passport situation, everybody wants to cruise now, so
mhm.
it's a lot going on. So it's a little busy, but it's Sunday, taking it easy.
Okay, cool. So what I did, yeah, right. Okay. So it's gonna be like a delay, and I'm gonna try to figure out while we're here how to fix it because I can see us now on YouTube, right? But I
Okay.
don't want to see us on YouTube because it's a little delay, and I
Mm-hmm.
would rather not do the delay.
You want real time?
Yeah, I would prefer. And then do you hear my echo?
No, I don't hear any echoes on this side at all.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go
Okay.
and then
Is it because you have the YouTube screen open that you might hear the echo?
so I should close the YouTube. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I close that. And then I'm sweating like crazy because I don't have AC.
Girl, you better get
Wait,
them fans
listen.
that put around your neck.
Oh, listen. You know what? Every year I say we're gonna get the AC because
Uh-huh.
it's like the caveat, put it in the window to take it down, and then I'm like, okay, we're gonna get one that we can just put up because I really don't feel
No,
like.
why don't you get one of the waterless units that you could put in each room now?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, those. Let me tell you, that's a big thing now because we even have one, in the other location, and it's a
Mhm.
waterless. You just put it up on the wall,
Okay.
and that way you don't have to worry about the drainage and stuff like that.
Okay. So then that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
So, um, we're gonna get started, and I have it on my phone where I can see. Okay, I'm taking this off because
Okay.
that just made me hotter. Where we're gonna get started. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Those who are joining, if you are gonna catch it, because it is gonna be on YouTube. So if you catch it, thank you so much. Today we're gonna talk with my friend Larinda Brown, who is a consultant with Expedia. Make sure I get it right, Expedia Cruise Centers, and we're gonna just
No,
ask
I gotta correct that. We had name change. Expedia Cruises.
Expedia
We
Cruises.
dropped the
Okay.
centers. Yes, they dropped the center, so it's Expedia Cruises.
Okay, so Expedia Cruises,
Yes.
thank you for correcting me. Um, and she's going to talk to us a little bit. We have some questions for her, but then
Mhm.
if you have some questions, if you put them in the comments, just put in the comments and we'll get to it. So to start off, Lorinda, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi again. Once again, my name is Larinda. I work with Expedia Cruises. We are the sister company to Expedia.com. We are basically the brick and mortar, whereas
Okay.
Expedia.com is the online. Expedia Cruises is the brick and mortar store that you can walk into. where you
Okay.
have one-to-one customer service. We are air, land, and sea, so we just don't specialize in cruises. I have been with our Merrick office, has been open 9 years now, and I've been with
Oh
her for
wow.
6 years. Yeah, I've
Oh,
been here
okay.
with her. I've been with her for 6 years now, and it's something that I love to do. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
my family traveled. We traveled when I was younger,
Okay.
and we grew up traveling. And now I have the experience of helping other families and other people travel
Mm-hmm.
who either have a little bit of knowledge or just come in
Okay.
brand new off the street. We're able to assist them. So that's
That's good.
something that I love to do.
Okay, and it's funny because I said I started this YouTube channel because I love to travel, right? And I love
Mm-hmm.
sharing my travel
Trying to
experience.
get you to join for a while.
No, and I look, but I always tell people, I'm like, listen, I am not a travel expert or a travel agent. I'm just a girl who loves to travel,
It's
right?
a lot of work, but you see it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes,
It's a
yes.
lot of work.
Yes. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna get some people. I said, let me get some experts on here.
Mm-hmm.
So, they can answer some questions because I just want to share my experiences. I don't want to be doing all of that, but I
Yeah.
want to get some people on here who will, right, share some
Yeah.
experiences. So thank
Mhm.
you so much for
No
agreeing.
problem. Anytime.
And so the
Anytime.
funny thing is, I didn't know. So you are a part of Expedia.com.
Yes, it is a whole
Okay.
umbrella. Believe it or not, underneath the Expedia.com
Uh-huh.
umbrella, people don't understand. It's a conglomerate. There's Hotwire, there's Orbitz, there's Travelocity, there's VRBO. They're all under the Expedia.com. So when people go to Orbitz.com or Travelocity and put in information
Yeah.
that they want information for a cruise, and they're in the area of my
Uh-huh.
office, we get those phone calls and those leads. So
Oh,
we're the ones that you're talking to now because they realize that they did not have the manpower to be able to help and assist people
right.
with the cruises. So that's why they have brick and mortar offices.
Okay.
Now, they did start originally in Canada. Now they're in the United States and they're branching out. I believe right now we have over 300 offices in North America
Okay.
right now for Expedia Cruises. And the demand is big. And a lot of people, believe it or not, some people can book on their own, but some itineraries are a little bit more intensive where
Hmm.
you may need assistance with certain things,
Right.
in reference to
So
ports of call and stuff like that.
right.
Hmm.
So before you get there, because I know that's one of my questions,
Yeah.
right, about that. So I do want to say once again, we are chatting with Larinda Brown from Expedia Cruise Centers in Merrick, New York. Did I say it
Cruises. Take
wrong?
off that centers. Take off that
Take up the centers.
centers. We
Okay.
are no longer the Expedia Cruises.
Okay. Expedia Cruises in Merrick, New York.
Yes.
So even though that she's located in Merrick, New York, wherever you at, she can help you, right? Because
Yes.
online, phone call,
Yes.
all of that. So don't worry. But she is located in Merrick, New York.
Yes.
So we're gonna get down to it. So my first question, Larinda, for you is: so as you was getting ready to lead into,
Hmm.
what are the benefits of using a travel agent? Because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can go right online and book it,"
Hmm.
because I'm guilty of that as well.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I know there has to be some benefits of actually using a travel agent.
Well, a lot of time with Expedia Cruises, a lot of times our rates are lower than what the cruise line is offering.
Okay.
Expedia Cruises has the ability to hold space on cruises up to 2 years before sailing. So whereas you might wait that 1 year and the prices of that cruise has gone up, we've already locked in a lower rate with our group
Okay.
rates. So a lot of times you will get maybe an $800 difference on the cruises.
Okay.
Um, Newer ports, Venice. Guess what? The cruise line is no longer stopping in Venice. It's going from another port, and a lot of people don't know that because it says Venice on
Okay.
the itinerary. However, now you have to get from one location to another.
Another
That
point.
and that transport system right now is so complicated and so difficult that if
Really?
you did it on your own, it's running about $200 a person for transportation. And people are getting into these locations and don't know that the ship is no longer porting there, but it is on the itinerary. So that's where a travel agent does come in to
Mm-hmm.
assist. Sometimes people don't have their documents together.
Mm-hmm.
We are there to help you sometimes walk through the process, if you need certain documentation. Now, I can't help you with visas and stuff like that. You have to do that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
But in reference to group travel and other things and working with people in larger families, sometimes it's easier for one person to be able just to book everybody, get your
Right.
rooms close together, plan
Okay.
special events. And we always have Expedia extras, whereas most of the time you'll get additional onboard credit,
Hmm.
whereas the cruise line might not be offering that. Sometimes I might put a special treat in your room.
Right.
We are here to help you from the beginning to the end to make your travel easier and less stressful on that
Okay.
first day of travel. That's what we are here for.
Right. So now you said that y'all also deal with land travel, so land
Yes.
and air, right? So how does
Land, air. If you just want to go to Jamaica, the
that?
islands, we book all inclusives. For this summer, I did quite a few Italy itineraries
Okay.
where people had wanted to go to Europe. So some people went to Paris and Rome. They did like the little jet setting.
Mhm.
I'm actually taking a group August 1st where I have 19 people I'm traveling with. We're doing Dubai and South Africa. So, it was some complications with the travel with that because we were supposed to be going pre-COVID, but now we're going. And a lot of people like to do group travel. I like
Right.
group travel.
Yeah. So
I
do I.
like group travel. I like traveling with other people. I like seeing
Mhm.
other people happy. And sometimes not traveling on your own makes someone feel a little bit more comfortable traveling to other destinations throughout the world where they're not traveling by themselves.
Right. So leading with the group travel.
Hmm.
Now, let's just say if I wanted to book a trip, if
Hmm.
and I call you and I'm like, Larinda, hey, I want to book this trip. I see it online for
Hmm.
X amount of dollars, right?
Hmm.
And you tell me that you have some rooms already set aside under this group, this group umbrella, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to travel with the group?
No,
No.
no, you
Okay.
probably don't even know those people in the same on this.
Right.
You won't know them people at all.
Okay.
You're just getting that rate. You're just
Okay.
getting that better rate than the cruise line
Hmm.
offers. Plus, anytime you travel with our group rate, you get additional onboard credit.
Okay. Okay.
So that works out. And if you can save a few $100s on our group rate, why not? But
Why not?
you won't even know who those people are in that group.
Hmm.
You
Okay.
won't even be sitting with dinner with them. Long the people that you want to sit with dinner, we'll assign those people for you at the dinner time. We'll have your specific group sit together.
Okay, got you. Interesting. So that's for all those people who think that, oh, I don't need a travel agent. I can book
Mhm.
this myself, right?
Yes.
But it
Yes.
comes out better when you use a
Yes.
travel agent. Okay. And that's hint for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you've already said I had how long have you been with Expedia, which you
Mm-hmm.
already told us 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now can you talk to us about the importance of travel insurance? Girl, please.
Girl. Okay. Now, let me be perfectly clear.
Hmm.
I am not a travel insurance salesperson.
Right, right.
We do recommend travel insurance.
Hmm.
People get sick, can't travel.
Hmm.
Cruise lines, depending on when you cancel, you may be in 100% penalty. You may not be able to get your money back.
Right, right.
So, depending on when you cancel, you may be able to get a future cruise travel. But guess what? Say you get, I hate to say it, but we've had it happen to a few
Hmm.
customers. Say you get terminally ill and not able to travel, you're
Yeah,
not getting that money back. And a lot of times, the cruise lines won't allow you to transfer that credit to someone else.
right.
With travel insurance, as long as you have medical documentation and the proper documentation they require, in most circumstances, you will get your 100% refund back.
Hmm. Okay.
We had a fire department group. We usually book them.
Hmm.
They all went to Mexico. At first, they didn't want to take the insurance.
Hmm.
At the last hour, everyone in the group, all 25 of them, did take the insurance. 2 days into their trip, we get a call from a Mexican hospital. Someone was on an ATV, broke his femur. Does he have travel
Wow.
insurance?
Right.
He did. They airlifted him back to Miami, to the United
Hmm.
States.
Okay.
Airlifting from another country is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
people don't understand that. Guess what?
Right.
He had insurance. It covered
Right.
all his bills to get him back to the United States.
Hmm.
Like I said, I am not a travel salesperson, but we recommend travel insurance to be taken, especially for those trips that are running you $10,000 and $13,000 trips.
Hmm.
Take the travel insurance.
Yeah,
If a
because it's not
family
that
member,
much.
Yeah, if a family member passes away before you're ready to go, an immediate family like a mom, a
Yeah.
dad, a sister, a
Hmm.
brother, they allow for that. If you can't go, you can be reimbursed as long as you have your proper paperwork. If
Hmm.
you get sick, if you get sick on a cruise ship or in another country, in a lot of countries, our insurance does not work, and your healthcare insurance does not work in another country.
No.
You may have to pay over there, but you
Yes.
will be reimbursed when you get home.
Right.
But you
Right.
must keep all your receipts.
Hmm.
You must, and remember, when you travel to other countries, sometimes you need to use cash to get out the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just be aware. Sometimes I don't even take your credit card.
Right. So,
So I always suggest it.
yeah. And it's so crazy because I just posted a video the other day where I talked about travel insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, on my last cruise, I did get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to use, but so that was like that whole video is like crazy because I do tell people about what
Mm-hmm.
happened
Yeah.
and how I was glad I had travel insurance, but because it was a cruise ship, it really didn't matter, because the cruise ship wants their money. But
Yeah.
what I will say is that, like I said in the video, the
Mm-hmm.
the um the people that I was talking with on the phone were very, very helpful, and they did let me know. They was like, oh, because they assumed I was off the ship on the
Mm-hmm.
so they was like, okay, we'll sending you right over to like the emergency department, which handles everything. But that wasn't the case, right? But
Okay.
still, they did handle everything. I got my reimbursement, but the cruise
Mm-hmm.
ship didn't want to let me off. I mean, they
You
was
gotta pay.
horrible.
Yes. Yeah.
You
You
gotta
gotta
pay.
pay.
They was
Mm-hmm.
horrible, but
Yeah.
I do say, like the insurance is a must, and I don't understand how people are still now, especially after COVID, right? The whole COVID
Yeah.
requirements. How are you still not saying that you don't want to get insurance? Because there's still a lot of people out there saying, no, I don't need the insurance. No, I'm not taking the insurance. And I
Yeah.
don't understand that.
There's still a lot of. Listen, I'm not here to um convince.
Right.
I strongly advise. And I tell
Hmm.
people, even if you don't take the insurance with me, see if your credit card
Yeah.
offers some kind of
Hmm.
coverage.
Okay.
But a lot of times they'll offer a minimum amount, but they don't offer that amount for you to be flown from another country back home.
Right. Right.
So I tell people, even if you take the bare minimum with me, see what your credit card, see what your insurance covers,
Mhm.
just see if you have something. And I always
Right.
tell them, listen, see if you have something, especially my older generation. And,
Hmm.
like even with my parents, I'll be concerned about hips and
Right.
falls, and they're getting older and they're going with me in a couple of weeks, and I was like, y'all are taking this insurance. I'm not
Hmm.
getting over another country and y'all can't get back home and then have
Yeah.
my brothers blaming me because they I push the
Right.
narrative to everybody else, and people don't understand insurance goes according to the state you live in, your
Yes.
age, and the price of the trip.
The price
And
of
the
the
older once you hit that 65 and 70 mark,
Hmm.
your insurance is going to cost a little bit
Yeah.
more. But for the peace of mind that you can get back home, I would definitely highly suggest it.
Right. Yeah. So do
Yeah.
I. And then you always say, I like what you always say, because you always be like, this is the investment. Protect your investment. Especially if you're talking about a trip that's 5, 10,000 and then better.
Okay.
Right. Like how you not
I don't have it to lose. It took me too long to pay it
right.
off. It took me too
Exactly.
long to pay
I'm
it off. I
paying.
need my money back just in case, God
Yeah.
forbid, something does happen.
Because you can't, yeah. Something what I'm gonna say is all the last 3 or 4 cruises that I have been on,
Mm-hmm.
someone has got hurt on a excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see people coming back, with calves,
Limping.
stretches, something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arm in a
Yeah.
sling. So
Yeah.
that just makes me think like, wait a minute, get the insurance, like you said, even if it's the bare minimum, get
Yeah.
the insurance so you're not like held with all this money having to pay for, medical care. Because
And
that's
even
crazy.
and even on another note, I knock on wood all the time. On my last trip, unfortunately, someone passed away on the cruise. If
Mm-hmm.
you go away how is your family going to get you home
Yeah.
if you don't have the travel insurance?
Right.
Especially if you're in another country.
Yeah.
We saw that play out on somebody was on the news. They had passed away in another country. Their family didn't have money to get them
Yeah.
home. If they had maybe had the travel insurance, that would at least got the body home.
Come home. Yeah.
You don't want to think about things like that, but it is something to
It
consider
is
when
something.
traveling.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just it's something you have to think about.
Right, right. So I hope someone who's listening, who's watching, they think about it and it changes.
Hmm.
Because I'm serious. I really want people to get insurance. Like, don't
Yeah.
go away to these countries and not getting insurance. Like, don't be out here living your best life but not being smart about it. And,
Okay.
that's all I that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. 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 You're right. You're right.
So now, okay, so do you as a travel agent, which I know is a people probably say, oh no, she's making mad money from me. I don't want her making that money. Do you as a travel agent get paid from my booking, which causes my trip to be more? Or do you say, and do I save money, or do I save money by booking it myself?
No, the money is already built into the price of the cruise. The
Okay.
cruise lines, the money is already there. No matter what price you pay, the money
Mm-hmm.
is already there. Whether you book it online, that person you book it online with, or even if you call directly to Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Celebrity, that commission is already built into the pricing. So no
Okay.
matter who you book it with, they're going to get commission, whether you book it directly with the cruise line or directly with me. It's already built into the pricing. We don't pay, you don't charge anymore. Only time you may be charged more is if your group, which is probably like $20 to $30,
Mm-hmm.
wants to do events on the ship. Like you want your private dinner for your group,
Mm-hmm.
you want to hold a reserve a space for events
Mm-hmm.
that your group has to pay for. That might be the only slight price upcharge for your
Mm-hmm.
group, but everything is already incorporated into the pricing. We don't get any additional.
Okay, so you're not becoming a millionaire off of my money.
No, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am.
Right, because I'm saying, look, because I know, if you think the way people think, right? Because
Uh
people
huh.
listen, I'm on 1,000 of these travel groups on
And we don't
Facebook.
get commission on the taxes and port fees. We don't
Okay,
get
so
it's,
that's another thing, right? So
so
people,
so we
right?
only get commission on the cruise fare. So if you
Okay.
see that your cruise fare is like 529, but
Mm-hmm.
then you got your taxes, your port fees, and any additional, you only get like commission on that little portion.
Right.
So no,
So it's
no,
not
man,
even the total, and then
no.
so because I think I heard someone say, so you don't even so look, being on these travel group sites, everybody got their own ideas, and they be like, oh no, they making money off it.
No,
See,
no,
that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't think
no,
so. Because if anything like
no,
commission, you don't get paid like that. You gotta
no.
okay.
No, and
You
then
gotta, like,
people want those interior rooms with the lowest price.
mm-hmm,
I appreciate everybody who books with me. I
mm-hmm,
appreciate your business. I appreciate it, but
right.
no, unless I was in the office, I work from home. I'm an independent contractor.
Mm-hmm,
So unless I'm bringing home like $4 million in sales,
right.
it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm,
And no, it's no.
mm-hmm. Okay. And then two, so you gotta also understand, like, I guess I want to know so how many of your outside of your mom and dad, because I know they travel, but like
Uh-huh.
friends support you and be like, oh, let me book with you
I do have,
outside of your mom and dad.
so let me tell you who I find more support in. The people who I have, do have friends and family who do book with me consistently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The people who I have booked through the office,
Right.
who have become my friends over these past
Yes.
6 years, who I've been traveling with,
Right.
book more than with me
Right.
than maybe other friends and family will.
Right. Okay.
That I have created a whole group of friends and family of my customers
Okay.
who
Mm-hmm.
refer me more,
Mm-hmm.
and they have become friends, and now we all travel together.
Okay.
We traveled, so it's like I've built another community outside of my normal family
Right.
community,
Right.
but I could bring them all together. But the
Okay.
referrals that I get from the people that I've booked with the office and my clients
Mm-hmm.
have garnered more of a consistency with them.
Yeah.
And I consider a lot of them friends and family now, believe it or
Mm-hmm.
not, because
Mm-hmm.
they've been booking with me and we travel together now.
Right. I was on one
And
of your cruises.
and you
Yeah, and I've
come into
seen.
my office. You know
Mm-hmm.
how we are in the office. We are
Yes. Yes.
family.
Yes.
We all travel and their clients become our family.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful thing. I see family members on trips all. I like their pictures. You
Right.
know,
Right.
but don't call me from your trip talking about you don't like your room.
Yes. Yes. And I think that's really what my question was about. And that's
Uh-huh.
because it's, look, I'm going to support, Larinda, me and you have known each
Yeah.
other for years, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to support, I'm going
Uh-huh.
to do my best to support in any way
Yes.
I can, right?
Yeah.
But I know that there's people who just don't. They have this thing where I don't.
Oh yeah.
You can be posting a trip that's $500 for a 20 days, but they still won't book with you.
They still won't. But that's okay. But you want to know what? That's not my ideal client. Because
Right.
that client will probably be the one that nitpick every
Everything.
little thing,
Yeah.
will be online. And I understand we all want to save money, but will be online constantly noon and night. Oh, I saw it for lower price. Oh, I
Yeah.
saw it for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it for this check. That'll probably be the one that, even though their commission might be, I would
Mm-hmm.
probably work the hardest,
Right. Right.
minimal results.
Yeah.
So you have your ideal clients, and everybody is
Mm-hmm.
not your ideal client. And you know what? There's enough in this industry to go around. Whereas if you
Yeah.
decide not to book with me, another agent will be glad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's enough to go around. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bother. I in the beginning when I first started, I was like, oh man. Now, all right,
Right.
all right, because they don't realize we have relationships with these hotels, the
Yes.
business managers. You see our cruise line reps come to
Mm-hmm.
our office and they
Yeah.
give to our clients on a regular basis.
Yes. Especially
Um,
that guy from I'm
Celebrity
Celebrity. Yes.
Nick, I sent you an email. Check your email.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Because he gives a lot. Listen, if anybody
yes.
on here wanna look, call up the
Celebrity,
club and be like, I want to book one celebrity because
yes.
Nick gives a lot.
But it's their food and their cruise line is consistent.
Yeah.
And with their newer ships, I love their newer ships.
Oh my God. I
It
have to
just
get on one. Oh my God.
You got
I
to get on
have
Ascent with
to.
us. We got over 50 people sailing with us next October on the new ship. You got to come.
Okay, so I got to look at that one. I got to
Yeah,
look.
it's a 10 night. It's a 10 night.
Okay, I look at that one. So
Yeah.
now my final question before I turn, if you have anything.
Okay.
So are there any travel changes and updates we need to be aware of?
Whew. Okay. Please, your passports.
Mm,
Everyone out there, please look at the date on your passport.
okay.
During COVID, a lot of people let their passports expire.
Mhm.
It is taking up to 6 months now to get passports. If you're talking about you want to go away next week and you think you could run down to the office in New York City to get a passport, it is not happening. They are not
Really?
taking walk-ins. No. My little cousin had to drive up to Vermont the other day for a
Okay.
passport appointment. Please check your passport.
Vermont? Oh,
Vermont. She had to drive up to Vermont because that was the only office that had availability. People are driving across the country flying across the country for availability for passport appointments. Please,
wow.
everyone,
Okay.
check your passport. And
Mhm.
that's why this summer, everybody wanted to go to Europe. But guess what? Their passports didn't come back. So that's why, like, all the cruises out of New York are so
Uh-huh.
booked. You can't get a room, not
Oh,
for families.
okay.
Everything is basically sold out, which is good for us.
Crazy,
But
right?
a lot of people just didn't realize the passports. Please follow the rules in these other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Know where you're going before you go. You can't just get there and think because you're from the United States of America that you can do, say, and wear whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Always know where you're going. Um,
Oh, so with that though, Lorinda, can you please, because I know that is it Jamaica that you cannot do the fatigue?
Jamaica, Barbados, and there's one other country. Quite a few countries. Even
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Dubai and Cape Town. You can't wear camouflage. They don't even want you to have the backpacks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Look, we're going to Singapore. You can't even chew gum. It's against the law. You got to know these rules and regulations.
Also, you sending us the rules. You gonna send us?
I will be sending you. And and I'm learning about vaccination.
You go. You be
and learning about vaccination statuses in other countries. You still have to be, there are other things that you have to do.
Right.
Know the rules, know the money, just be aware of your surroundings. Don't go off with people. I know you want to be part of the culture. You want to go with the tourists. Be aware of your surroundings. I hear so many stories about just people just not being aware and going off with people they don't know. Just be careful. Just be careful. And know that once you're in international waters, that everything that's legal here is not legal in international waters. Okay?
Do you need to say that again?
Even if you have a prescription for the United States of America in the international waters, it's not legal.
I hope people are hearing this.
I'm going to Dubai. I had to submit something for one of my medications that's considered a narcotic. You have to submit paperwork before you go.
Really?
Bring it into the country. Yes, they are very strict. And I'm only, I'm bringing my original prescription bottle to show that it was prescribed. But you cannot bring in a certain amount. So you need to know this stuff before you know the rules of these countries that you're going to, so that you can have an enjoyable time. I don't want to see anybody on the news.
Right.
I want you to we are here to make sure that you have a great time. I want you to come back and say, Larinda, thank you. We had a great time. We'll be looking to book next year again.
Right.
That's my happy client, and that's what I look forward to on a regular basis.
And seeing this, why you need a travel agent, because going online, if you do not then do a Google search on what you need, and how many people are doing, keep it real. People aren't really doing that. They just book
get busy
and be like, oh, I'm going, and that's it. I'm out. I'm outside.
Oh yeah, and remember, just because you have somewhat custody of your children, their father at times needs to still write a letter giving you permission to take your child to the country. So, we have a lot of single mothers that I do have travel, and I said, listen, get that letter. Right. I said, just to be on the safe side, Dad might get an attitude. Get that letter months in advance before y'all start arguing again. Get that letter months in advance, get him permission to take your baby on a cruise. Just have it as a formality.
Okay. I love it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just anytime. Licia will give you all our information. Our office is in Merrick, New York, Expedia Cruises. We are air, land, and sea, not just cruises. So just reach out to us anytime. We'll get you and your family on the vacation that will fit your needs and that you have a great time, and we're here for you.
Thank you so much, Larinda.
I appreciate this.
Yes, and I hope, I don't know, for some reason I got to get better at this and see, because I can't pull up the comments to see if anybody came on.
Well, I'm looking at the chat. I don't see any questions.
Okay.
I don't see any questions or anything.
Okay, so it's going to be up. So, someone can post questions if they. Oh, Randy Dotson. He said, "Do you do cruises to Tahiti?"
Oh yeah, I sent my parents on a cruise to Tahiti. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Randy. I didn't know nobody was here. Thank you, Randy.
I don't see anybody either. Yeah. We do cruises to Tahiti, depending on the time of year, because they're not year round. But yeah, we could definitely look into that and get that taken care of for you.
Larinda, put your information in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, because his question did pop up in the chat. Okay. And then he's saying LOL. No, Randy, you and Tamala's going to Tahiti. Stop playing. Don't be LOLing.
Tell him he has it. Let's go.
Right? He in Florida enjoying all of that.
I know, right?
But he said he wants to go for his 30th anniversary next May.
Oh, he got to start planning now.
Yeah.
He has to start.
Randy, she's going to put her info into the chat so that
I put my website, and I'm going to put my email address.
Oh, you plan on? Okay, so wait, Randy, did you book already without Larinda, is that what you're telling us? You said you plan on going. So did you book without Larinda? Let me find out.
And then you know what happened? My Facebook page was hacked.
Oh, right. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, so I am like reaching out to people around at expediacruises.com.
Right. So you're not Randy Johnson, right? Okay,
yes.
so he's making calls. So Randy, reach out to Larinda.
I put my email and my website there. So even if you sign up for the website, I'll get your information and I'll reach out to you.
And Randy, you know Larinda, she's a co-worker. Well, you retired, but she's a
I still there. I got 5 more years. 5 more years. Then I'll be doing this full time. This would be my 100% full time.
Girl. Well, listen. Thank you, Larinda. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and look, I'm gonna check my email because I want to see what Nick is doing. Because he treated us. I'm gonna tell you, like when we went to, where did we go? Greece.
We went to Greece.
We went to Greece. Yes, he did.
And we're doing the celebrity for Hong Kong Sing will be on Celebrity again. So
that's
that's Celebrity. That's Celebrity.
Yeah. So So listen, y'all. I went to Greece with Larinda. We had a lovely time. I also am going. Is it next March? We doing Asia.
March. We're doing 12-night Far East Asia, Hong Kong, Singapore. We're going to Vietnam. Yes. We still have space left for anybody who's interested in going. I still have some rooms left. We have a nice group going with us. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And remember, with Celebrity, Wi-Fi, beverage, and gratuity is included in the pricing. So martini bar, here we come.
Listen, and Celebrity's packages for real. Like you get water. You get big bottles of water, not like other cruise ships. They don't want to do water.
We get lamb chops. Okay, we get lamb chops.
Listen, I love Celebrity. I just don't go on them as often, but I do love Celebrity.
We go back and forth. No problem. Thank you for having me on. Anytime you need someone to talk, I'll be here for you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Larinda, and we'll talk soon.
All right, we'll talk. All right, you have a good day. Bye-bye.